Welcome back to Tour de France Beyond the Podium on the second rest day. And TJ, we needed it. Yeah, it's good
You're
to be
looking
through.
rested.
Yeah, I feel rested. I can't actually say I feel rested. I always feel a little just like hungover, lethargic on the rest days here. It's so nice to be able to sleep past 3 a.m.
What did you get up to today? Did you go on a little bike ride?
Yeah, you gotta get some Ks in. Yeah, get some Ks in. Hit the guys from Signature Cycles, Abraham and the crew. Yeah, just like do some laundry.
Yeah, the laundry, that's the thing you got to get done on the rest day, especially our hotel living. It's kind of expensive. Like, you have to go down and it's like $2 to do but you got to do it in quarters. So then you have to go to the ATM, you got to get the cash out, and then you have to get exchanged at the front desk, and then you also have to pay for the soap. I'm like, man, it runs you a fair bit by the end of the month.
Tour de France is high stakes. We got to get some sponsors, man.
Tide. We need to
any
get
laundry
Tide to
sponsors
sponsor us.
out there? Yeah. Hard knocks at the Tour de France. Any way you do it, whether you're on the ground, in the studio, it's a big few weeks. There's some relief, I think, getting to the second rest day, and now it rolls.
The second rest day was always my Achilles heel in the tour.
Yeah.
The first rest day always was good, but then the second rest day it was always shaky if I was going to come out of that okay.
It is hard to know. It's hard to know how to get it right, and you were in the hardest position ever as a GC guy. Like, if I'm looking at these guys in the race this year, they have this rest day today. They have a TT tomorrow. If you're not riding that TT hard tomorrow, I am not riding the bike.
Oh, yeah.
On the rest day. Like, maybe you're at a townie bike that the hotel has down to get some ice cream or something.
Yeah, if you're not on the GC or a TT specialist, you basically get 2 rest days in a row, and that's how a lot of these guys are going to take it. They're going to, don't ride at all, and then the TT, that's your opener for the next day.
Yeah, hopefully see some family, see some friends maybe come to visit, just restock their soul and aliveness a little bit. And that'll give us hopefully enough gas in the
barbecues?
tank.
Those barbecues we used to have on BMC?
The BMC barbecue.
It was like, it was George Luschinger. He was our media guy, and he would get these like Swiss sausages that were like these, it was like these milk sausages.
Those are tasty.
Those were really good. I mean,
it was awesome, but it was always like I'm not really in barbecue mode here. Like I'm not drinking a few beers. Like I'm not smashing a few sausages. It's like
it was a nice little aperitivo. We weren't like smashing sausages, but it was more of like hey, you taste a little bit, and but it was nice to kind of sit out by the bus and socialize with the fellas.
Best rest day I can remember now that I'm in nostalgia mode is when we were at Andy Reese's hotel, like Coquillade in Provence.
Yeah.
That is like just stunning, serene setting in Provence, in the vineyards, out at the pool. Like nice, luxurious rooms, not a Campanile in France. That's as good as it gets.
That was as good as it gets, 100%.
Hopefully these guys have some good hotels and digs, and it's actually a nice part of France. Like,
yeah, beautiful part of France.
Yeah. I remember riding over there from our Morzine altitude camps. All right, what do we pull out of these first 2 weeks? I think for me, obviously at the top, Tadej Pogačar, 5 minutes. I think that's the second biggest lead margin he's ever had in the Tour. So not necessarily surprising, but as
that
dominant
lead got a
as
little
ever.
Cushioned by Jonas Vingegaard, unfortunately crashing yesterday. But yeah, no, he's sitting comfortably. He might lose a little bit of that lead to Remco, but a 5 minute lead, that's basically insurmountable. But Remco, he's definitely been the surprise, winning that stage yesterday ahead of Tadej Pogačar, ahead of Del Toro, actually dropping all of the other rivals. And we were thinking that he was looking the weakest on the climbs out of everybody, but he just asserted himself in that, like, no, I'm here and I'm the closest rival to Tadej.
Yeah, Remco looks good. I just can't get over the I'm still like coming to grips with the loss of Jonas in the race.
Yeah.
It's like we were essentially writing him off to challenge for Tadej, but I think it's kind of like you don't know what you have until it's gone kind of thing. It's like, oh, now he's not here. Like just kind of deflated. Feels like there's something missing. So it's still a bummer.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I don't think Remco and Red Bull, they're gonna actually believe that they can unseat Tadej Pogačar. But Jonas, he never loses that belief, and you saw that with the way they were riding yesterday, putting Visma on the front. Chasing back the breakaway, riding that Cat 1 climb, the penultimate climb hard, and trying to really set up a situation where Jonas Vingegaard can attack. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see it, but he was never going to lay down arms. He was always going to, fight and fight and fight till the bitter end. I kind of have the feeling that we're going to see more of just a procession to Paris.
Defensive. But you know what Remco has? Your favorite, the play-action pass.
He does have the play action pass. He does
With
have
Leibovitz.
he does have Florian Leibovitz up there, but unfortunately, so does Tade with
with Del
Isaac
Toro.
Del Toro. So
Let's take a look at those standings just to run through it here. There's that 5 minutes we talked about of Remco. And it definitely opened up on yesterday's stage 15 in terms of Leibovitz now almost 2 minutes off second. Seixas still in there, 6:23.
yeah, these gaps are opening up wider and wider.
Yeah, one of the questions I think coming out of the rest day, you look at there's a minute 48 between Remco and Leibovitz. So Lipo's almost 2 minutes back. Tomorrow's TT, Remco's going to pull out some more time on Leibovitz. Now you're talking 2 plus 3 minutes, maybe. Are they still co-leaders, or is it now like Lipo? You're there for Remco, and you're like free to continue riding for GC as long as it doesn't take away from what Remco does?
I think it's that. I think Remco Evenepoel, he's established himself as the firm leader of that Red Bull squad, and I think Leibovitz is going to have to take a back seat. He's still going to be able to push on the climbs. They're not just going to throw away a 5th place in the Tour de France, but if it comes down to it, say like if somebody gets gapped or he's going to have to close it, he's going to have to help him out, and if he's up there doing his thing, Leibovitz is perfectly fine to follow the wheels, but he will need to wait for Remco if Remco falters a little bit. Yeah, because he's going to be over
Remco,
2 minutes.
which is so good.
He's going to be about 2.5 minutes ahead of him by the time that time trial hits, and he's on the podium very securely on the podium. They're not going to let that go.
Yeah, but yesterday was such a reminder of how fast things can change. Like, and even like going back to Jonas' strategy, always saying like, I still believe I can win the Tour. There's a chance, because these things like what happened with him can also happen to anyone. Like, I don't care if you're Tadej Pogacar or Remco or whoever. Like, yeah, Jonas doesn't crash in the Tour de France. Like, what happened yesterday was an anomaly. So like, it's easy to like jump to the conclusions, and I guess that's kind of what we get paid for up here, just to like take a stand, like make a voice, like be analysts, know your stuff. But like, yeah, it's the Tour de France. It's like total nut show anarchy where like expect the unexpected and rip up all the scripts.
It's true, but when it comes to Florian Leibovitz and Remco Evenepoel could have this crazy situation where Tadej drops out, but Leibovitz would have to have a crazy situation where it's Seixas and Del Toro and Evenepoel
to rise up.
Yeah, so then you have to